Okay, so in the last video we actually discussed about how you can make this review response system and review alert system completely from scratch. And in today's video I'll show you how you can make this review request engine, smart follow-up engine and review link tracking system completely from scratch. So let's head over to n8n and let's create another workflow. Okay, so now we are on a fresh n8n tab and we'll start by building this review request engine. So let's click on add step and we'll for now just trigger manually. And let's say just add a Supabase node, get many rows. We'll choose our demo review automation. Now before doing the configuration in here, let's go to Supabase. Okay, so now I'm in my review automation project and we'll create a new table called as guest visit. So what you need to do is just head over to SQL editor, just remove this and you need to paste this code. Let's call it guest visit 2 and hit command enter. Okay, so we have got success, no rows written. We'll go over to the table editor. Let's refresh this and yeah, as you can see we have guest visit 2 with all the columns. Okay, so now let's import some demo data over here. We'll just upload a CSV file. Okay, so now we have imported the data over here. This is all demo data, and if you need the access to this data or the SQL editor or what I'm going to build now, you can join my Discord community. I share everything in here, as you can see. Okay, so now let's start building the workflow. Yeah. Okay, so now just open this Supabase node, select your project. If you need to know how to connect the credentials, you can watch my previous videos. Select your table, we'll select guest visit 2 and let's add some filters. We'll add status equals to completed. Okay, and click on execute step. So we have 19 items over here. We'll select the if node. So we need only those items where we have not sent the review request. And now we'll click on execute step. As you can see, we have 12 items remaining. Now I'll go ahead and add a loop node over here. Okay, now I'll go ahead and add a code node over here. I'll go and copy the code. Okay, so what this code is doing is basically combining all the order details over here, as you can see. And now let's just write this to order summary, and after that we'll add another code over here. Okay, so what this code will do is basically it will generate a unit token over here. I'll just click on execute step. As you can see, this is the token over here. For the tracking URL, I'll tell you later how you can get over to here. Just to keep things simple over now, just paste this code token. We can write some. Now we'll add an AI agent to write the message. We'll just define below, add a system message. Okay, so here's the system message, here's the prompt, some rules, and yeah, over here what we need is customer name, order summary. Order summary we can grab it from here. Tracking URL, we'll just drag this one here. And if I click on execute step, okay, my bad, let's connect a chat model to this. Yeah, if I click on execute step. Okay, so as you can see we have got an output message over here. Now what we need to do is let's add a Twilio node over here to send a message. Okay, so we can drag this message over here. Now you can use WhatsApp, Twilio, email, anything to send the message. So I'll be using normal SMS over here. So here I'll be typing my phone number, and here is your Twilio's phone number. Let me just copy my Twilio phone number. Okay, so I'm not going into credential setup over here. There are plenty of videos that you can watch on YouTube. Okay, so now that I have pasted my Twilio number and my personal number over here, I'll click on execute step. As you can see, it has sent the message. Let me just check my phone. Okay, so now I've got the message over here. We'll pin this for now. Okay, so now what we will do is basically update the Supabase table. So we'll go to Supabase, click on update a row, select your project over here. I'll select guest visit 2. In the conditions, I'll add if ID, where is if ID equals to this. Now the fields to upload are, we need to update this column, this one as well. Here are the columns that we need to update. At first we have review request sent, so we have sent the request, it is true. Review request message, we'll go to Twilio over here and just drag the body in here. Now then review request sent at, what we can do is type this JSON expression. Then review link token, we can go to our token over here and just drag this token. Then Twilio SID, just go over here. You do not need to drag the account SID, you need to go over to this SID. Now we'll click on execute step. Perfect. Also we'll add a wait node over here. Yeah, perfect. Now we'll connect this to here. perfect. So this is our basic setup of review request engine. We will type here review request engine. Okay, so now after this, as you can see in the tracking link, it says something like this. So how are we able to track with this link? Okay, so now we are going to build the tracking system for our URL. So add a webhook node over here. Just in the path, type something like r/this and token. Copy the production URL. Now see, there are multiple ways in which you can track this URL. You can either use a URL shortener, or you can use the company's website, or you can use a specific domain just for tracking purposes only. Okay, so right now I'm using my agency's website, so I'll be using this website to track my URL. Okay, so if I see the code of my website, what you need to do is basically head over to the public folder, and in the redirects table, as you can see, I've already redirected one of this. What you need to do is paste the webhook over here, type in /r/ then star, and after that give it a space and then paste the webhook. Okay, so what you need to do is basically you need to paste the webhook in this format. Okay, so now I'll publish the workflow now. Now what I'll do is basically I'll click on my message. Okay, so as you can see, I've got an error over here. My bad, we have to add a respond to webhook node. Now I'll publish this. I'll just click on the link again. So I'll copy this to editor, and now you can see here we have the token that in this step we have sent. So this is basically our review link tracker. Now what I'll do is head over to Supabase, and we'll get a row, go over to demo review automation, guest visit 2, and we'll get basically review link token. Now here we have the data of the person that clicked on the link. Update this data in Supabase. Okay, so now what you need to do is add a filter over here, and let's say we need to filter by ID. Okay, what we need to send is basically, let's search review. Okay, so review link clicked, then again we have to review link click that, and in the review link click that we'll just change this to expression. So now we'll execute this data. Okay, so now to redirect the user on the review page, just head over to your Google business profile, click on ask for reviews, copy this link, go over to your n8n workflow, and in the respond to webhook, select redirect and paste this. Okay, so now let's just test it out. So I'll go ahead, and what I'll do is basically I'll copy this link. Okay, now if I publish this workflow and if I go to executions, okay, as you can see I've pasted. Okay, so I pasted it over here. Okay, and now I'm automatically redirected to review this business. I can give it 4-star, 5-star review here. I can write my comments and post it. And if I go to the workflow, let's just refresh this. Okay, as you can see here we have received the webhook. Okay, so now we need to create the follow-up system as well. So let's just create another workflow. Now before that, I'll just give it a name, review link tracking. Okay, so now to build the follow-up system, I'll just go ahead and add a Supabase node. Click on get many rows. I'll just select my demo review automation table. Click guest visit to, I'll return all. Click on all filters. Add condition. So condition is status should be completed. The condition is review request, and this should be true. And then we have reminder once sent, this should be equal to false, and other condition we have review request sent at, this should be less than. So we are using this expression basically to not send multiple follow-up messages to one person in a single day. So let's just run this over here. So now Rahul Sharma and all this, let me just see in a table. Okay, so what I'll do is basically I'll go ahead and copy this date, and in my Supabase I'll go to the table editor. Okay, so I need to search for Ethan over here. Okay, so what I have to do is basically I'll change the reservation date along with, okay, here I'll just type in this, click on enter. Now if I run this workflow again, okay, I should be seeing Ethan over here somewhere around. Yeah, so we'll just filter Ethan for now, because like I'm just doing this because like Ethan have more data over here. Yeah, perfect. So let's say we need follow up on Ethan. So we'll add an AI agent. Now we'll connect a chat model over here. I'm using GPT 4.1 mini, and then let's define below. I'll go ahead and copy the message from over here. I'll just copy the user message. Okay, so instead of order summary, we can provide it as last message. Okay, so what is happening? My bad. Okay, so last message was this, and for the tracking URL, I'll just type HTTP, and then we'll drag this token over here. Let's just add a system message. Okay, I'll paste our prompt over here. And now if I click on execute step, okay, so as you can see, we have got the output. Now we need to send. Okay, the same structure now we need to follow. I'll add Twilio node, click on send a message. I'll drag the output here, type my phone number. For my Twilio phone number, let me just copy this. Now if I click on execute workflow, it will send the message. So we need the demo review automation. We'll select the guest. Okay, so the fields that we need to update are, let's just filter by ID. Okay, if ID equals list, okay, if ID equals to something like this. Now what we need is to update is basically the follow-up message. Copy the follow-up message, go over here, reminder once sent, true, reminder once sent add. We'll just type in the expression over here, and you can also add a column to enter this SID over here as well. I'll just leave that for now and just drag this one too. Okay, my bad, I forgot the loop node. So let's just fix this one also. Let's say if instead of if node, I'll just use a loop node and drag this one here. Okay, perfect. So this one should work now. So in the loop node, let me just drag this. Yeah. Okay, so now we are done with our follow-up engine along with the review link tracking system and the review request engine as well. So if I execute it one more time to show you how this looks, let me just click on execute the workflow over here. Okay, so I just received a message. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and copy this URL to show you guys over here. Now if I open my review link tracking, okay, my bad, let me just pause this for now. If I click on my review link tracking, let's just publish this. I'll paste this here, and if I hit on enter, now what this will do is basically it has redirected me to review this page. Now if I, let's say, give whatever rating I want, 4 star, 5 star, and click on post. But if I see our review link tracking system, and let's just refresh this, as you can see, it had sent another webhook, and our detail, here's the token. This is Marcus Web, as you can see over here, and it has updated this workflow as well. And similarly, the Supabase engine will follow up one time. Okay, so if you want access to all these workflow, you can join my Discord community over here. And if you have any doubt, let me know in the comments or in the Discord community. Okay, thank you.